And is there a limit as to what you can share? We talked about this a little bit off episode, what you can share with a parent or what their son or daughter might want to share with them or what they selectively might want to leave out. I mean, that's a big issue for you guys, right? We talked about earlier, just bring everybody up to speed. There are certain instances, maybe a lot of instances, where the service member doesn't want their parent to know a certain component, which can make your lives a little complicated because you know the whole story. They don't. You're advising and proceeding through the case accordingly, and they just don't know. So how do you handle the issue of confidentiality, and then how do you handle an issue where the parent might not have as much information as you do?
We work for the client, right? So we work for the child. Even if mom and dad pay the bill, we're working for the child. And if the client is okay and wants mom and dad to know all the details, that's fine. We usually get that in writing from the client. Hey, here's what you can share. Here's what you can't. We do have cases, and I just dealt with one recently, right, where kid says or client says, hey, you can share everything but these two things. Okay. And you have to honor that 100%. And that is some tough conversations with mom and dad. And I've had to tell mom and dad, listen, I am sorry. I cannot share that with you, period. And that's just part of being an attorney and having a client. Yeah. Right. So mom and dad need to understand that we work for the client, the person that we represent, the service member, and it's up to that person to say, I want you to tell mom and dad about this. And sometimes they're not going to want to do that. It makes for awkward conversations, but it is what we have to honor our relationship with the client. Period.
So parents should probably understand they might not know everything you know.
Yes, in fact,
and their son or daughter knows.
Yes, I mean, in fact, the majority of the time they're not going to know everything that we know. They're not going to know what their kid knows. And that is what it is. We
like
have
any
to honor
parent-child relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank God I don't know some of the things.
The worst position to be in, though, as an attorney, because we find ourselves in this position quite a bit, is the client will say, you can tell them all this except for that.
Yeah.
And then the parent will talk to you, the attorney, and want to know why this is happening, and you have to politely tell them that you can't disclose everything. And then they go back to their child, and the child's like, I don't know why he's saying that, right?
Yeah, that happens.
They put the blame on you, and which is what they can do. But now, you look like the bad guy. And really what you're trying to do is protect the confidentiality that you have with your client.
Right.